right.
All right.
First off, I want to thank you for joining us.
Phil, man, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
No problem. I'm going to talk about the new album, Kill.
Sure.
Did you guys have pressure writing it?
Not really, you know. I mean, we just write when we were ready to write. You know, we just sit down, come up with some good songs. I mean, it doesn't really seem, you know. I mean, obviously it's a little stressful, you know, having to write new songs, but at the same time, over months of doing it, you know, we get in the writing mode, they flow, they come about, you know, and before you know it, we got 10, 13, 14 songs, and you know, they turn out great. You know, really good, really good.
10th album. Feel good to hit that 10th mark?
Oh yeah, man. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's just unbelievable to us that we're, you know, that we're still around 10 albums later, 18 years. You know, it's unbelievable. So, you know, yeah, it's a milestone, of course, when, you know, we just thinking we've released our 10th CD. What the hell's going on here? Yep. It's awesome feeling. It's an awesome feeling.
What about Eric? How did he come about into the production?
Well, I mean, you know, Eric's been doing it for a long time producing, but I think just in the last couple of years, he really came into his own, you know. He actually really stepped up his work and is doing an amazing job. So, I mean, if it was maybe like 5 years ago, I'm sure we wouldn't have thought he was ready yet. But from what we heard of the last couple productions that he did before our CD, we were really blown away by him. We thought, you know, let's give him a chance. I think he's ready, you know, to tackle somebody of our caliber, you know, and, you know, he's right in Tampa. He's a good friend of ours, you know. So, I mean, really it all made sense to give it a shot, you know. And we're glad we did. It turned out great, you know. Everybody seems to really like the production. We like it a lot. It's real, you know, raw sounding. You know, he did a great job. So, yeah, we're really pleased with it.
How do you push you as a musician?
Well, I mean, he's just gonna always get the most out of you as possible. He wants to make, you know, the best CD going possible, and he just make you do things over and over, of course, you know, just to get, you know, the best out of you that's possible, of course, you know. So, you know, that's pretty much what he did, you know, just pushed us to our limit.
Best album to date? What's going on with that?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? Like we were saying, 10 albums later, 18 years, and, you know, we've done a lot in our careers and everything, and, yeah, it's strange how it worked out that way. I mean, we really feel that it's our best. I mean, and the fans and the critics alike seem to think the same thing, you know, but, yeah, it's just kind of strange how, you know, we always thrive, of course, to make the best CD possible, you know, it's not like we're ever slacking and they're going, well, this year, I don't know what happened. I mean, we're always trying to write the best songs that we can write, and, you know, this one just seemed to kind of all flow together, you know, real smooth in a sense, you know, and all the songs are really good, and, I mean, I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but, you know, we're glad that it is, you know, so far so good, and that we can release, to say, our best CD, and and be at our 10th one 18 years later. That's great in itself, I think, so.
Cool. Was the first song done, last song done?
I think the first song was actually Murder Worship. Alex wrote that, and that was like the first one we actually started practicing and writing, and then I believe the last one was Infinite Misery, I think, was the last one that we wrote, you know, which ended up being the outro as well. So, yeah, so we, and then everything else was good. So.
Playing live on the new album, what's the favorite song to play? What's the most difficult?
Well, we're not playing too many. Of course, like tonight, we're only playing 2 because we only have 8 songs, only a half hour. So, you know, we can't play, you know, a lot of them. If we were doing our headlining show, we're really promoting the album a lot. We're playing 5 off the album, you know. So tonight we got Murder Worship and Make Them Suffer. And I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe for them guys playing guitar, Murder Worship's a real crazy riffing song. We played second in the set, so it's kind of a little more, you know, a little difficult to be warmed up for it. But you know, I like playing Make Them Suffer a lot. I think it's a big hit. You know, it's got some good parts, got some good groove in it, and some, you know, it's just fun to play. So that's you know, looking forward to playing that every night.
You guys have 2 off dates. How do you guys prepare for that? Right?
When's that?
Texas, I think.
We got a couple off dates. I mean, we're trying to fill in shows where we can here and there, but, you know, we do have some, off dates, meaning we're playing away from the tour, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, well, we just practiced all the songs we could be playing, you know, like when we do a show where we're going to have longer, you know, a longer slot, you know, we got 19 songs that we could feasibly play, you know, like I said, on a show like this where we can only play 8, you know, so be it, but we have, you know, we've been practicing the other, you know, songs, the other 11, so when we do have a show, we're pretty much ready to go, you know. It does kind of stink, though, because, of course, yeah, if we don't play a show like that for a week or 2, then, you know, those songs haven't been played in a while, so, you know, we got to really be extra careful to, you know, to go up there going, yeah, well, we haven't played the song in a while, but, you know, let's give it our best, and, you know, we should be able to do it fairly good, hopefully.
Yeah. So you guys were asked to do the Sounds of the Underground tour. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I mean, we're here and we're doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the beginning, it was a little, you know, we were a little skeptical. We had to really make sure it was, you know, the right deal for us and everything. And, you know, we thought about it for a bunch, you know, and then it just made sense to do it. You know, to be able to play in front of more people, obviously, is the key. You know, we're not. Our fans, for the most part, are probably not going to be, you know, as excited. I mean, they're glad, they like to be here, they're glad they're here and all that, but of course they want us to play longer. You know, we play a half hour, and they're like, man, I wish you guys would. Yeah, well, we understand, but this is the reason to do this tour. It's not our headlining tour. You know, we're trying to gain some new fans, perhaps, and